Hey Aries, this is your February 2020 love reading, and you have a very positive energy for this month. However, at the bottom of your deck, let's just get this out of the way first. You have the Eight of Cups and the Ten of Swords. So this is obviously a past energy. It's a number 10, so it's something where you've had to close out the chapter with someone, or you've just had to walk away from something in general. And this is obviously, I feel like this is kind of January's energy because you're coming off of this. You're heading into the Ten of Pentacles at the end of February here with the Three of Discs on top of this. So you're making a relationship work here. And this is really about your foundation. It's about family. It's about partnership. It's about your sense of community and, your sense of feeling like you belong somewhere. So a lot of you are going to be focused on working on your relationship, working on your marriage, and working on your home life and making those connections with people and celebrating, being together in that way. And you are aware of how much work is required in that. And that's why you have the building card on top of this. You're building this. You are creating this for yourself. So that's a wonderful energy to end the month on. But going into February, you're obviously having to walk away from something else with the Eight of Cups and ruin. So something had to be thrown out. And in this image, she's walking towards the sun. So it's really about turning your back on something or someone that has been causing you a lot of conflict. And you do have the conflict card here showing up as the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords. So you have the Five of Wands in your energy, which is more about competition and trying to one up, the other competition, especially in dating. But you have the Empress reversed here. So there's someone here that made you feel like you had to literally fight for their love. And it made you feel like you were not confident, because the Empress being reversed is about losing your sense of, what makes you you, or feeling confident within yourself, feeling like you cannot manifest something, feeling like you cannot create something or a relationship that you actually want due to the amount of conflict or strife or competition that's around you. So feeling like you have to jump through all these hoops or obstacles just to feel happy again, or just to get what you want out of a relationship. But the fact that you have the Five of Swords reversed here and you have mental clarity and truth on top of this, it's really saying that you are walking away from any kind of conflict towards the end of February in order to work on your relationships. And with the Ace of Swords here, it's about really being able to see things in a clearer way, and also having those hits of inspiration that allow you to work on those arguments in a way that is like a win-win situation for everyone. And I feel like, Aries, that's what you're walking away from. You're walking away from the conflict and the fighting with people for the sake of the Ten of Pentacles, for the sake of stability within your relationships. And you're the one kind of putting in the hard work here, like calling time out and being the referee in your own life, right? So your overall energy for the month of February, you actually have the Lovers and you have Judgment, two major arcanas. You are heavily thinking about your love life. You're heavily thinking about a relationship. You have the Three of Wands here, which is about virtue. You are following your own heart. You're following your own virtue, because it's like you've been through a metamorphosis with Judgment here. So I feel like someone has called out the other person, whether it's you calling someone else out and then having to walk away from the situation, or someone called you out on a certain type of behavior. Again, conflict is here. So whenever I see Judgment in a love reading, especially right next to a relationship, it's really about hitting a wall and having to transform that energy so that you can confront whatever needs to be confronted and face it head on in a practical way. You do have the Four of Swords here, so this is about truth. Again, it's about taking a pause and taking a time out and telling the people that you're involved with this month that you do need a break, or the way that the communication and emotions have been transpiring lately. You're going to lay down your swords, basically. You're going to express what you need out of this connection with this person. You're going to feel a lot calmer this month. You're going to be focused on what relaxes you, what calms your mind, yoga, meditation, dance, whatever really is the one thing that channels your own energy in a way that grounds you and takes you away from mental conflict or argumentation. That's what you're going to be focused on this month. There's also this energy of whatever has happened in the recent past. A lot of this is culminating into something where it's growing you as a person, or it has already grown you into someone that is more mature, someone that is more, able and capable to handle a relationship at this time. It's like you've gone through so much that you're seeing things incredibly clearly right now. You've learned so much, and that's why you need kind of that pause or that break while you're going through the judgment energy within a connection. You're staying on your virtuous path right now, and you know that that's going to bring you the 10 of Pentacles. You know that that's going to bring you the type of relationship that you're desiring. And this is because you've been devastated recently with the 10 of Swords, and this is because you've had to call judgment on either yourself or someone else and literally walk away from it, or walk away just from, I'm getting this energy from you, Aries, where you have to do things differently now in order to get a different result. Now, towards the beginning of February, you have the 6 of Wands here. So you are feeling really, really good about the way that you're handling your relationships towards the beginning of February, because you have the World here. So things have come full circle, and you have graduated to a more successful place in your life emotionally. And people they have their eye on you at this time. You're kind of taking the spotlight when it comes to other people's attention, and they're seeing you as someone who is confident, but internally, you're not feeling that way. It's almost like, even though other people are taking notice of you, other people are recognizing your beauty and your accomplishments and seeing how much you've grown, you're still feeling small from whatever you've had to put an end to in January or in December. You've been having to deal with a lot of competition in your love life. And like I said, this is what's caused you to project this sense of confidence, but internally underneath it all, again, you feel like you have to fight for someone. But really, Aries, this person is seeing you as someone who's really, outgoing and really able to garner a lot of attention from other people. And they're almost putting you up on a pedestal in some way. It's like this person wants to be in your energy field because of the amount of prosperity and attention that you are attracting this month. There is someone here that is seeing you as a star, and almost like a rising star. Some of you are actually in the public eye, you are on TV, or you are a public figure in that way. And for others of you, this person's watching you on social media, and they are seeing you rise and grow and come up in your success. They're just seeing you as someone that they really are admiring at this time. Now, you do have the King of Wands reversed, and this is your energy. So like I said, you have been feeling less than confident, even though on the outside you're projecting this air of not really giving enough. You are internally feeling almost like wounded because of the 10 of Swords and the 8 of Cups. But you do have the Wheel of Fortune on top of this. So Spirit is saying that your energy is shifting into a much more positive and abundant vibe, so that you're going to be experiencing a lot more blessings coming towards you this month. It's going to start happening around the middle of February. You do have a lot of communication coming towards you when it comes to your dating life, Aries. Just get ready for a lot of attention, because with the 8 of Wands here, you also have the 7 of Wands. You're going to be feeling like you are beating people off with a stick, because they're going to be, coming into your DMs. They're going to be really blowing up your phone and calling you a lot and texting you a lot. There's a lot of communication, and you are feeling like the person that everyone has their eyes on. You're taking on this air of authority because you're showing up as being on this kind of pedestal, and it's because other people are showering you with this kind of attention. And you're staying true to your own virtue. You're following your heart here. There's a lot of this kind of sacral solar plexus chakra energy coming from you, which is really about your own sense of power and using your power in a way that is going to make it a win-win situation for everyone. That's really the energy that you are transmuting at this time. And even in this depiction, she is, she's rising above these other people below her. You're going to be feeling like the bigger person because of how you handled a situation. And I feel like it has to do with an argument or people that you have had arguments with in the recent past. And with this sense of clarity as the Ace of Swords, you're getting those hits of inspiration. Whether it's through meditation or just through your own growth, you are being able to communicate with people in a way that is incredibly clear, in a very healthy manner. There's a lot of this, healthy boundary kind of energy that you are taking control of in February. And this goes back to releasing yourself from this conflicting kind of headache energy with the Five of Swords reversed. You're going to be almost speaking your truth, not in a way that is demanding, but it's going to let the other person know exactly where you stand, exactly what you want, and you are not feeling in a place of negotiating at an expense of your own heart or your own virtue, because you know exactly what you want out of a relationship here, and this is what you're working towards. So for those of you that are completely single, if you stay on your own, your own truth, stay true to yourself and your own virtues here, you're going to end up in a relationship very soon. You have the Lovers here, you have Judgment, you have the Six of Wands, the Universe, the Ten of Pentacles. You have like all of these relationship cards coming towards you that you're going to be very focused on growing and paving, the way for the foundation to grow this. And this is going to start manifesting very quickly towards the middle of February with all this communication. And whereas prior you felt like you were the one having to beat out the competition, you are now the one that other people are going to start having to fight for. You also have the Nine of Wands here, so you are in some respects protecting your heart. You also have the Page of Cups here, so you do have someone that you want to show your love to and offer this relationship to or express your love to. But because you're also showing up as the Empress reversed and you're still working on those feelings of gaining more power, gaining more confidence in yourself after having, fought for so much, you are feeling defensive. So really watch out for this urge to be so direct with your communication that you come off as super defensive or wanting to argue, okay? You're going to make it difficult for a particular person to prove their love to you. That's what I'm seeing here for some of you, okay? Yeah, the Eight of Wands. You are going to have a lot of communication coming towards you, but you're going to be very selective. Three of Pentacles. You are willing to work on the foundation with someone, and you're ready to stop stalling. Like you're ready to just go and create a beautiful connection with someone. And there is someone in particular. There you are, Aries, the Emperor. There is someone here that's going to really show you this level of attention. Page of Wands, that's you again. Yeah. Queen of Swords. You're feeling jaded in some way, Aries. Temperance. You're working on that though. Queen of Wands. You are feeling upside down again. Yeah, it's because you've recently had to let something go. Knight of Wands. There's a lot of fire energy. You may be dealing with another fire sign. Knight of Swords, and for some of you it's going to be an air sign, but yeah, some of you have had to work through, secrecy from a certain air sign. And I feel like that may be what you had to put to an end, and you're going through that rebirth process right now. Ace of Cups, you do have this new relationship, or this, deeper connection within family or within your marriage or your relationship starting. The Fool, there you are, Aries, again. That's your major arcana as well. So you're ready to start something new, but you've had to really run away from the Ten of Swords. Yeah, this is something that you've had to put to an end. It's like you were in a previous connection with someone that was completely unstable. It was like the foundation was so rocky, and it was a lot of conflicting, argumentative energy, and that's why you're feeling so defensive. But towards the end of February, you have the Ten of Pentacles that you're going to be literally working on and quelling any of this conflict here with truth, with direct communication, rising above the people that are trying to pull you down into petty nonsense with their own communication. And if you have to, tell someone, it's a truce, like no one's right or wrong here, let's just walk away from this, let bygones be bygones. And that's how you're going to transform the energy, with judgment and just saying, let's pause this, let's just move on, because your energy it's no longer there. It's really not. You've done a lot of growth, and you are being seen by others at this time as someone to keep their eye on, because it's like they're enamored by you at this time. They are enthralled by, whether it's your social media or just your come up game in general. They're seeing you as being very beautiful or very handsome. And even if you don't feel confident, Aries, you're projecting that. And you're the one that is changing your fortune here. You're going to be experiencing many blessings in love towards the end of February. So how you're feeling about this person in February is you have let your friends help you, and the Wheel of Fortune. You have the Wheel of Fortune here. So it's really about letting other people come to your aid if you do feel like you need to walk away from someone, or to help you through any conflict. Rely on your support system here, because this is going to help you kind of change direction in how you perceive the situation with the Ace of Swords here, and how you actually go about it. And you also have forgiving and learning. So again, Eight of Cups and Ten of Swords. Who do you need to forgive? And how can you use that situation in a way that grows you in order to learn from it and not hold on to it so tightly? Otherwise, you're going to block your blessings here, because you're going to be so focused on that argument or on that person that caused you to feel this way. You have the Five of Swords again. So you really had like a severe argument with someone, or just this back and forth conflicting mental energy that's been within you. And Spirit is saying here that, not only to rely on your sense of friendships and support in your family, but use every experience in love in a way that is going to be beneficial for you in the long run, because it is all there for you to really grow from. That's what relationships are, Okay, Aries, we're going to look at how this person feels about you in the extended reading. As always, stay tuned towards the end of the reading for the preview of that, and then we're going to take a look at your oracle cards. You do have the Two of Cups here, but you also have deception and envy. So there's someone here that I feel is actually jealous of you, because you have the Six of Wands. So you're going to be receiving a lot of that attention, and even though you don't feel so good about it internally, or good about yourself necessarily, there's someone that is so jealous of you and how you're moving on and what you're going to be gaining in love. So we're going to take a look at that in the extended as well. Okay, Aries, I love you all so much. I'll talk to you very soon. Bye-bye. Especially because you are healing from this heartbreaking energy here. And the good news, again, you have two aces and the Two of Cups. It doesn't get more clear than that. And you ended on the Ten of Pentacles. That's a relationship. That's actually like a marriage.